You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Just saying, featuring conversations on love, sex, and relationships from three sassy ladies. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, Just Saying.
Welcome, y'all, to Just Saying. Our first episode. We're in the house. We just saying.
Just saying.
Hey.
Just saying.
Shout out to Big Shit.
My baby daddy.
Big Shit.
Yes.
We got a theme song.
I know, right?
Hello.
We are showing off.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Wow, ladies.
First show.
Our first show.
Yes.
Right.
Well, we got to celebrate. I think this is a milestone, and
Already?
Drinking already? I'm ready to drink it. I'm just gonna show you what I'm about to cook. Got a little boo in the house for the ladies.
Okay.
So we can toast our first
Official.
our
So
first
hospitable.
official,
Yeah.
but of
Rick.
course, our
Such
first
the hostess.
official show, and I'm super excited about it. And our audience has no idea who we are. So, so I'm Sheree Fletcher, and TV personality, mother, entrepreneur, whoop-ash creator, got a lot of things going on. But it kind of feels weird talking about yourself. So I'm gonna talk about my girls. Well, first and foremost, to my left, I have April Daniels.
Hello, everyone.
And April and I go way back. way back. This is like pre-Trey and
before we had
pre-little
children.
before we had babies.
Yes.
Girl, wow. Well, April is the better half of America's favorite couple.
We're gonna be the better half, though. It's okay. I am the better. No.
You're the prettier half. Let's put it like that. You're the prettier half. Not the nicer half.
Oh, that's terrible. Right. All right, I'll
But the
take
prettier
pretty and
half.
give him nice.
I tried to
all
say
good.
better.
It's all good.
But okay. So April is on Vincent Tamar. You can see her and her husband
Yes.
on Vincent Tamar, and she is just amazing. She's got lots of stuff going on. She's got her Rock Out With Me campaign. Exactly. And then my friend Diann Valentine.
Yes.
And it's crazy how we all got together. We
Yeah.
bonded over some madness.
Yes.
We went to
Remember?
get restored.
Yeah, right.
The worst weekend in history.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh my God, it was so bad. It was so bad.
The worst and the best.
It wasn't.
weekend.
It wasn't bad, guys,
was the worst
because
and
we
best.
came together.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
So it kind of made a left that none of us was expecting.
Yeah.
But then when
Right.
we got down the road, the three of us.
Look at that.
And yes, and two others. Yes, but the three of us were like,
It was meant to be.
It was meant to
As a matter of
be.
fact, we need to call her and thank her.
Yes, we
Yes.
do. Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
But that's the promise. How
Yeah.
God will
Yeah.
take what was meant for bad and evil
Turn
and
it
use it
around.
for our good.
Yes.
And
Late
in
in the midnight hour.
Go ahead, girl. So we met Diann at this conference in Cabo.
I knew Diann. I used to
How did
do
you
Diann.
forget? Yes.
Oh my God, her one. Her one. And we ain't gonna go there, but her one. But Diann, and it's crazy because I knew your husband before I knew you.
I know. I heard about you over the years.
Isn't that
and how
crazy?
nice you were.
Yes, and he
Shouldn't
was.
believe
he
everything you hear.
Was, that's how we started our show. We need to open this bottle so people can be nice around here. But yeah. So I knew your husband, and
Isn't
then
he amazing?
Amazing,
yes.
amazing. I would send Trey to the Michael Jordan camp at the Baccara. Well, I was at the Baccara actually.
Right. I don't recall
The camp was not at
being
the
at
Baccara. But and I met Damon there, and it was crazy because I was flipping through Ebony, and I was like, oh my God, that's Damon. And I said, oh, he got married. Look how beautiful, because your wedding was featured in there.
Oh, you mean Essence.
Or Essence.
Yes.
And that's how I knew he was married. And then I met you at this conference, and oh my God, like we just bonded. And
Now
and
you
then
can't get rid of me.
And now I can't get rid of you. But I don't want to get rid of you.
No one wants to get rid of
I don't
Diann.
want to get rid of you. But Diann Valentine is, and it'll speak of her connection with April. With April Daniels. Diann Valentine is her last name, and that kind of gives you a hint as to who she is and what she is.
Yes.
She's the lover of love.
Yes.
And she is a wedding planner extraordinaire. She's done everybody's wedding.
Yes.
Anybody who's anybody, she's done their wedding. And she is an event coordinator. She is an interior designer. She has her own line of cups. She's changing the whole wedding game. Because really, when you think about it, like I looked at my pictures and I had all this stupid flowers covering your whole dress.
And then you got to give them to someone
Right.
else. You know,
But you do need a bouquet to throw.
That is, look
throw
here.
it, but that could just be for that.
That tradition needs to go away.
But people love that tradition.
They really do.
I got
everything.
pages in my book, Weddings Valentine Style, of how it's like a series of like 5 photos of how a woman, went to go for the bouquet. She elbowed somebody. I got that.
Women be
jumps in
vicious
the
when
air.
trying to get that
Her
bouquet.
dress came up.
Oh, yeah.
No,
She
so you
jumped
had
in
like
the air.
each.
Yes. Then she grabbed the bouquet, and so you saw the petals all flying.
honey, it is not
then you
cute.
saw her on the ground with her legs open,
And that's what
and
it
her
is.
business all showing. And then it was one last shot of her rubbing her knees because they got all scuffed up.
Did she get the bouquet after all that?
But listen, women live for that moment at
my
weddings.
God.
You cannot
take that
it's
moment
a
away.
Tradition that needs to go.
You
away.
cannot be the bouquet smuggler. We will
And
never
there ain't
forget.
never been a graceful bouquet catch
Ever.
in
Ever.
history. But you can't take it away.
The only time is graceful is when no one wants it. And that one person that's the only time. But it's rare.
when you announce it, the women just woo.
Yeah. They're
Right.
like, this is the
Yes.
moment I've been waiting for.
Oh my gosh. But what we were saying is Diann has these amazing cups,
Yes.
so you don't have to walk down the aisle covering your beautiful, expensive wedding dress and gown. She's got these cups so you can, the cups have the flowers, so you can just kind of
model it,
float.
model it,
and the flowers are just dripping from your arm, and it's just fabulous. But you still need a damn bouquet just for the ceremony. So I think, did I do everybody justice with the introductions?
Yes.
Is there anything else
Yes.
y'all would like to say about who you are and what you do? And
I think you pretty much summed it up. Yeah.
but ain't nobody say nothing about me though.
And you all right.
Okay. And then moving on.
Well, we'll take a moment to reflect on our dear friend here to our right. Sheree is an outstanding mother. She is a wonderful businesswoman. I mean, I literally raid everything Sheree.
Show the jewels.
Elizabeth, I'm
jewels.
getting ready to sign myself up for Shopping Anonymous. But can we take this part out of the show so Sean doesn't hear this? But, she's
But I always
wonderful.
give you a great deal, and my prices are so.
No, your prices are reasonable, and you don't
reasonable.
find these pieces anywhere.
That's
it's
right.
different.
And they're all
So-
handpicked by me. I select everything.
They're fabulous.
Yes,
Thank
they
you.
are.
Fabulous.
We can't take
Thank
that
you,
away.
my
And
friends.
Sheree, you
Rebecca.
are the only friend I have whose wedding I did not do.
So that means you have to do her
I have
next
to
one.
do her next
Yes.
wedding.
That's
you know?
another show because I don't think Sheree's getting married.
Sheree definitely is. You've heard it here first. Yes, on Just Saying. What day? What's today? Yes.
Diann needs a job. How about that? Take one for the team.
How about we just have a fabulous party? How about we just do that? Remember we did that for Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
you
but
came and
love
you
is different
created
when you
this
get
beautiful
married.
environment.
It's different.
You don't want everybody there for the party. You want to do your own party.
Okay, moving along.
Yeah.
So anyway, our show is not about weddings. It's not about marriage. Our show is about, what is the title of our show? Baby Got Back. Baby Got Back. So it's a booty show. Derriere, buttocks, asses. We're going to talk booties today.
and America's complete ridiculous obsession
Yes.
with the booty.
With the booty.
That's always been here, but now we embrace
Yes.
it. I don't understand.
It's crazy because I think it was Sir Mix-a-Lot. Remember Baby
Yes.
Got Back?
Yes.
His music video came out, that was 1992.
Right.
I mean, that's the
It
year
was the
that
90s.
my son was
It
born.
was
So
the
we're talking
90s.
22 years
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
Baby got back. So black men have always liked booty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've known growing
And black
up.
women have always
We
had
had
booties.
booties.
Yes.
That's right. We absolutely. We have all
Absolutely.
exactly. Good point. We have always had booties, and then it was J Lo kind of hit the scene in '97 is when she made Selena. That's kind of when people really started to know because remember she
right, right.
danced on
Yeah,
In Living
yeah.
Color
She was a
as
fly
a fly
girl.
girl.
Right.
But I don't think people really knew who she was then. It
Yeah.
wasn't until she, you know, she
Right.
got into her
That
movie
role,
career.
right.
Thick woman
Yeah.
of color, not a black woman, Puerto Rican woman of color, beautiful body,
Very
you know,
curvy.
curvy,
Yes.
curvaceous, sexy, and then people were like, look
Right.
at that. Okay, the curves ain't so bad,
Right.
Right.
Curves ain't so bad, but she got a lot of flack though when she started doing her acting because she wasn't the typical
Yes.
and classic size
Cookie
0
cutter.
Right.
to actress.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
She had curves and stuff.
But you know, after Selena, they really could not deny her.
Yeah.
Right.
could-
You know, she was
know.
beautiful, she was curvy, and
And
what did the movie
talented.
make?
Yeah.
$100 million?
Oh, see.
So it's like talent,
Yes.
booty. I mean, well, we're just going to have to embrace this.
We're going to embrace it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
You know,
That's-
and you know, I love this shot of J-Lo because
Oh, yes.
it shows her before she was as thin as she is now.
Yes.
You know, she's curvy, she's
Yeah.
beautiful, she's
beautiful
fit.
woman.
Absolutely.
You know,
I think she looks better now than
She looks
she's
just like me when I
Ever.
look in the mirror. I mean, that's what I see.
that's how you looked 20 years ago, right?
What? No, yeah, just this morning.
Yes,
Yes, duh.
beautiful. But like, where did it all begin? And we know that, you know, as black women, it's kind of, we grew up with big booties, and
Yeah.
big booties were always
Yeah,
coveted.
we
I
did.
remember that. I
We
remember
did.
having a girlfriend, my girlfriend Renee. And I will tell, Renee had a booty like you would not believe. This is, I mean, at 13 years old, I remember this. We would walk across the street and grown men would lose
Right.
their minds.
Right.
I saw one man literally crash into the street pole. No, I'm serious. And people just be like, you know. So
Yeah.
so we've always
Yeah.
had a fascination.
Right.
Always.
Our culture.
Yeah.
I'm talking about black people.
Because you know what really kind of bothered me about the J-Lo movement, shall we
Okay.
say, is that it was like booties had just been discovered.
Right. Right.
Because, you know, Jennifer Lopez was curvy.
How'd you feel about that? Because she is she's a woman of color,
She
but she's
is.
not a black
No,
woman.
I was irritated by it. I was
Okay.
irritated by
Because
it
it
because
wasn't a
it's
black
too
woman.
many.
Yeah.
It's too many of us that have big booties
Right.
that
We've always
are
been
not
here.
celebrated
Every day,
You know,
so
and
now-
one of my favorites was Beyonce.
Right.
I mean, you guys remember Bootylicious,
Bootylicious.
right?
Remember that.
What year was Bootylicious?
She redefined
Look at her.
the curvy woman. Look at that arch in her
Gorgeous.
back.
Just
Absolutely.
gorgeous.
And that's a shot from the music video.
Yeah.
So it's not a still photoshopped shot.
Yeah.
She looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
When was
Right?
Bootylicious though? What year? What year are we talking about with Destiny's Child? But that was after because J Lo was 97, so Mix-a-Lot 92.
99.
Oh my
after-
God!
this was
Remember
after
that?
J-Lo.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at her butt.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
So this was after J Lo.
Yeah.
But when did it kind of? But it's crazy because it's almost like when the Caucasian persuasion started having behinds and booty. Now it's like
oh wow, we
right,
never.
but they didn't put it on the map.
No,
Yeah,
they didn't.
They didn't.
And isn't
But,
it
you know,
interesting? Look,
And
tanning, lip injections, booties. This is all synonymous.
they are one
with,
melanin.
with
They
the
just live
culture.
with melanin.
Yeah.
with who we are as
Absolutely.
black women and what we bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
and I think what was irritating about the J-Lo era is that everything just became so watered down. You know, it was okay to be curvy. It was
Right.
okay to, you know, to have a big behind and you
By
know what I mean?
Hollywood standards.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
by
right.
Hollywood standards. But let's not
Right.
forget the original baddest chick on the block, Pam
Pam
Grier.
Grier.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Right?
But you know, she will
Nobody
never.
looks as great as
Do we
she
have a
did.
booty shot of
Yes,
her?
we do. Well, not a booty
No,
shot,
not
but,
a booty shot.
I mean, who needs a booty shot?
Right.
Look at that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is the baddest chick on the block,
You
on
know,
any block.
I used to do
in
retail.
Hollywood.
Yes. No, that's a gorgeous
Right.
woman. I used to do retail and I worked in a place in Century City and she was one of my clients. The nicest woman
Yeah.
and still bad
Bad
to the bone.
right?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's
full
interesting
figure.
because looking for shots of her,
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe find 2 or 3 shots of her behind, and it was like barely.
Yeah.
So it was to be hidden.
Right.
It was
Hidden.
not to be celebrated.
At
I'm
all.
surprised we can see her breasts.
Well,
You know what I
Well,
mean?
Hollywood would accept. Yeah, I was going to say
Blaxploitation,
they will embrace the breasts
Right.
before the booty, and
Right.
they did.
Yeah.
You didn't at all get to see the booty until recently.
Right.
Yeah.
Now girls are running out to get them injected and doing all types of stuff. So it's like we've been. I'm sitting on my homegrown hiney now for some years, and
Did you say homegirl, honey?
my homegrown hiney for years, and it's like you buying one to get the attention as if it's yours from
Yes.
birth.
Yes.
Like
Or as
it's
if
amazing.
it's new.
Right.
As if it's new.
Right.
It's this infatuation in
Right.
Hollywood, and everybody wants one. And you know what's
Yeah.
interesting is that the first, because let me tell you, I did a little homework, and I thought this was really interesting. The first booty implant, which was really just a breast implant,
Right.
just,
Right.
put in your backside. Guess what year the first booty surgery, and that let me say it's buttock augmentation is the
Right.
politically
Right.
proper term. When
What
do you
year?
think? Take a guess.
I would have to say 2000.
Oh no.
Wrong, honey.
I would say like the
2000.
80s.
You in the
Since
wrong
in the
millennium.
80s.
think in the 80s.
You in the
No,
wrong.
were
You in
they?
the wrong. Yes.
Well, I'm the youngest
No.
on this panel.
Look, 1969.
I believe it. I believe it.
1969.
So
I
who was this
absolutely
person?
believe
Do
it.
you know?
No, that I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah,
But
right.
the implants originated in South America.
Yes.
Now we've got the Brazilian butt lifts, which is a better way to do it because they're not
Right.
just doing implants, because implants don't really they don't stay in place.
They kind of move around
They
a little
can.
bit.
Kind of move.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they
They
kind of
can.
move.
Yeah.
So now you're taking the fat, you're liposuctioning the fat out
From
of
one
one place,
place and injecting.
and that's the most natural, I guess, the
Right.
most natural way of doing things. But when people look at that,
Is that you, Sheree?
look, honey, I wish
Now
I got booty, but I ain't got all
But
that.
this is what has become acceptable in Hollywood, and you cannot tell me nothing about that is real. It can't be.
Now, let me tell you, I don't know, because I mean I've. Look,
Look, you can see, but look, you can see the imprint of her buttocks like you can with a breast implant.
True.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that.
I have a hard time believing these butt enhancements
Right.
are real when the waist is like a
Teeny
22
tiny. Yeah, I know.
and the thigh is a 10. Because we all know typically when you have a behind, you
Yes.
have some thighs
You got
to go
thighs
to
too,
with it.
exactly.
And the waistline can,
Yeah.
it can go in a little bit, but
Right.
you're not going to have it where it looks like you have ribs removed.
Exactly.
And, so when you look at this,
yeah, but when you sit though, this does spread and get wider.
Of course it
does.
does. But you can see the impression
right, the V.
of the
Interesting.
buttocks.
I wonder what our viewers
That
think.
looks a little odd.
Yeah, is
it's like the implant, the breast implant that doesn't move.
I will say this: if you're going to wear a dress like that, you should have a
You
behind.
should have a booty, right?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
should have a behind that peeks out and says, "Hello, world, I'm here."
Because I think that it's she's very exposed, but I think
Right.
it looks good.
I agree.
I think that
I agree. It looks good.
Looks good.
But
in
you
that
know,
picture. Yeah.
there are some booties walking the streets of Hollywood
Yes.
where it looks like you can sit a glass on it. Now, is that natural? Because I don't necessarily think so.
I think
And I'm with you. I don't think so.
You know what I mean?
And I just want to say, big booties are really overrated.
Oh, how so?
They're just overrated.
I think they are too. But you elaborate on
I'm
that.
gonna elaborate because I know when I pick up a few extra pounds,
Uh-huh.
my hiney rubs right underneath the back of my thigh.
Ooh.
Your hiney
My
rubs?
hiney
Wait, does
rubs.
that mean your
So
booty
it's
sags?
dropping?
No, it doesn't sag, but it's just so much booty back there that I'm like, okay,
You don't
now-
know where to go.
Yeah, it's still tight.
Wait,
right.
you have
I'm not
confused
sagging.
Diane's husband's off camera, and he is clearly confused. He don't know what April's talking about.
When I've been at my largest weight,
What?
Woo! Look at you. You just couldn't wait.
I didn't do it.
Maybe that's the Lord telling me to
Well,
be
maybe,
quiet.
maybe it's time to celebrate. We got the message. We got the message.
No, but when I've been at my largest weight,
Right.
I examine myself, like most women do. You know, if you are in tune with your body, you
Right.
examine yourself. Now, I'm not talking about I'm in the mirror, spread eagle. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I've noticed that when it's larger, it rubs.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's the most irritating feeling in the world.
I can see that. It's like your thighs rub
Yes,
together.
that's the most irritating
Yes,
feeling in the
it
world.
is. It
And I
is.
just,
Look, I guess
But
that would
your
be a
booty do look
problem.
good though.
Yeah, you got a big old booty.
Yeah, you do got a nice piece
it's
of junk in your
all
trunk.
Natural.
it's all natural.
So
I
how
would
do we-
have shared the pic, but none of my booty shots was appropriate for the world to see.
Oh,
that
my.
was
Oh,
funny.
my.
That was for my hubby only. So.
For his eyes only.
Yeah, for his eyes only.
Yeah.
But you know, when people are getting, they're behind augmented, and who do you think the top three are when they go into the plastic surgeon? There are three top people, celebrities that they'll bring a photo into the surgeon and say, "This is what I want."
I would
Definitely
think
Kim.
Gotta be Kim Kardashian,
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez,
Yes.
and who would be the third one? Coco?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Why didn't we say
Minaj.
Nicki? That's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Well, she's so new.
That booty ain't.
but she's pretty popular. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
she's
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 new.
known for that.
She's
made an impression.
She's
She
known
has,
for
she
her
has.
backside. And it was
Yes.
funny. I saw something. Jennifer Lopez was talking, and she said how now she's like, I feel like my behind is small in comparison.
It really is.
You know, I
Now.
think it's out of control.
It absolutely is. Like,
And it looks
Take
ridiculous.
this shot, for example. You can almost sit a glass on that booty. That's not a natural curve. It looks good, but that can't be a natural curve.
What makes you do that? What makes you, say, because this is, we don't want to say who she is. Do we want to say? Well, we should. It's Khloe Kardashian. Now, Khloe's butt just keeps growing.
It does
and
keep getting
growing
bigger.
and growing. Like, when is enough gonna be enough?
Well, the interesting thing about it is, though, I wonder what look she's going for.
What's in their mind?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I always feel like if you got booty and breast, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Right.
You look fat.
Yeah.
You end up looking chubby.
Well, if you're tall, you can pull it off. When you're small, it's kind of hard
She's
to do
pretty
it.
tall.
She's pretty
She's
tall.
a nice
Yeah,
height.
she's
Yeah.
pretty tall.
Yeah, she's a nice height.
And she looks amazing. But if you look over the years, it's just gotten so big. And I feel like they're the only girls who lose weight and everything gets smaller except their behinds. And the behinds get bigger.
What do you think the procedure is? What is she doing? Do you think the injections?
No. I don't know.
Exercise and water.
Lots of squats.
Yes.
Right?
You just
Squats,
saying?
no shots.
And that leads me into another thing. I think, I don't knock the enhancements or
Right.
the
Right.
surgeries or whatever it is you do. But if you're going to do it, only.
I got a question.
Oh.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all said what, Daryl? Hey, I'm the guy in the booth, Daryl.
Okay.
Thank you. You said you can't have both booty and boobs. So
Yes.
what's the ratio then? When do you come to that point where it's not good?
Well, some people can't help it.
But
we're talking
but-
about if it's natural, it is what it is.
Yeah, but genetically, most women don't get both.
They don't.
Most women will get
Breast
big
and
boobs, right? They'll get big boobs,
I have
or
both.
they'll get a big booty.
I have both.
Very few women do.
You don't think I got a booty?
Not a booty like we're talking about today.
Very few.
Booty though.
You have a nice shape, but
I
you
got
don't
booty.
have that shape that you're like, it's too much.
Right.
No.
So,
No, like April got all booty,
and no chest.
and I got all breast.
Like, she put an Instagram picture up, and I said, clearly I was not in the line when God was passing out breasts. I must have been stuck in the line from behind.
Well, these are reduced. You don't have a breast reduction.
Well, you
at
should have
20.
threw
It was
the
just,
extra over this
out of
one.
control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of control. But some people, and you're right, I was self-conscious because I did think, that
They're
I looked
enormous.
heavier.
You look pregnant.
Yeah.
Like you've had a reduction. I've had 2.
Yeah.
I've had
And they're still too big.
If I wasn't scared to be put to sleep, I would definitely go
my
and get
God.
me
You would
get
something.
some- you get some breasts?
Yes, I would.
You
But I
would?
would do like a full B, small C.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go
because you
cuckoo
don't
with
need
it.
it.
Just
you
a
don't
little
need
something.
it. You look great.
You don't, I don't think
Then
you
you'll
need it. I
start
think
looking
you-
chubby.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Telling you.
that would be cute.
You'll
And then
start
you could
looking
wear the
chubby.
shirts without the bras, and then that like.
See, that's what I always wanted to do is go braless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not-
never.
not
I don't
for
know
your man,
anything
though,
about
not
that.
out in the
I
street.
do not.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm always braless.
That's a good piece of
I'm saying,
information.
I do. I call them nipple cheenies. Like the cucini, they're not nipple cheenies. They're nipple covers.
Oh, the little nipple covers,
But
yes.
they're not little. They're the whole cup, and they just adhere.
Oh, but they never stay.
Oh, these don't move.
Oh, well, that's because you have breasts.
Yeah, mine
That's
don't
little
move either.
girls.
no.
I put them on and they have the little sticky, but by the time the night's over, one's on my back, one's in my pants. It's ridiculous. I'm like, who came up with this? Clearly, you need breasts to even put the fake ones
you better
on.
stop. They do not move, April.
I promise you,
that
they
is
move.
comedy.
So then I went to the little pellets, the little paper sticky adhesive ones.
Oh, the paper definitely don't work.
Yeah,
did
no,
you ever-
because
did
you
you
see
ever
the
try
flower
Yeah,
in
yeah,
print
yeah, you see
underneath.
the flower.
Did you ever try to enhance your breasts? Do you ever do? Because they have them that are filled. Do you
Yeah,
want?
we did that for the wedding.
Okay, so you enhance.
You put my business out there.
But your
To this day, Sean thought those was mine. No, he didn't.
Sean got
Cat is out the bed, honey. Out the bed. Too late now.
But just talking about the whole plastic surgery thing,
Yes.
I don't understand what the big secret is.
I don't need
right?
that.
Because
if you want to do it,
I'm
own
all
it.
about a self-improvement, right?
Yes.
If it makes you feel better about yourself
Who
and
the heck
makes you
cares?
look better, then hey, I'm all for it. But I think when Hollywood girls do it and they don't own up to it, it gives young girls just one more reason to feel bad about themselves.
Absolutely.
Just one more picture of beauty that they can achieve. Now, I'll tell you, I am a fan of K. Michelle. I'll tell you why. Because I saw her on Wendy Williams.
Is that her with the
Yeah,
flowers?
That is her album cover.
And her behind.
Yes. Yes.
She putting out roses.
I just want to know where are the stems.
Shut up, Sheree.
No. But she has been very open, saying
About the
that she
things,
had,
yes.
a fat transfer, like she had liposuction in her belly, and she had the fat transferred to her behind. And I say, okay, that's a little much for me, but if you like it, I love it. But I just appreciate her being honest.
And that's what
Right.
my point I was
Yeah.
making. Like, embrace it. If you're going to
Yes.
do it,
But it really is nobody's business.
it's not our business. But when you are a celebrity
Yeah.
and you're sharing this with the world,
Yeah.
I think what it teaches the younger women who don't know who they are right now is you're not okay who you are.
Yeah.
So lie
You need to
about
be
this or
somebody
don't
different.
do that or
Right.
enhance
But
this.
isn't
and
that a parent's job to instill the value of who you are?
Yes, but
and
unfortunately, when you're in the light,
Yeah.
you have a responsibility too.
I do believe that.
And guess what? When you're famous, I don't think you get to choose.
Yeah.
When you want to be famous
Right.
and when you don't.
You have-
but that's
you-
another topic.
But you do have a responsibility.
I think so.
But also, I think that, it is your business. So
It is your business.
It's kind of a fine line. You know what I mean?
So that's where we disagree. I hear you, but
Right.
but
Because-
but the reason that it's not a fine line is because you went and got the enhancements, and now you showing the world.
Yeah.
But now you're saying, I just
But
was
it's not
exercising,
common
and
knowledge.
that's.
It is not common knowledge that what was it? The statistic, there were over 10,000 buttock augmentations in 2013. And obviously, when the statistics come in, that number has increased in 2014. So isn't it common knowledge that this stuff is not natural?
I think it's common knowledge, but see, I think when you're famous, the media has the ability to go back and look at before. So then you see all in the tabloids, you see, oh, this was her in 1990, this was her in 95.
So then it's
this was her in
clear.
2000. But my point is, if people would just own up to it and say, yeah, I did it, the story would go away. But I think when you're constantly fighting, no, it's natural, nope, this is all me, that just feeds the tabloids.
Right.
It feeds the, you know,
But
the
I'm not even really concerned from the tabloid perspective. I'm looking at the younger generation.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
that's who it
okay,
affects.
well, it is. She did it, so I can do it because
Right.
this isn't
That's what I'm
normal. Or
saying.
this
It's
isn't
not going to
right.
change anything, even if they had the information that you know their idol or the celebrity they look up to was enhanced. They would still want to do it.
Of course they would.
Even if they
Just
knew.
like I wanted to get a breast reduction. It didn't matter to me that breasts were popular. I was tired of carrying mine around. Right?
I was with
I
you.
needed to do what I needed to do.
That's right.
But,
For
you
you.
know, but see, it's one thing to be a person of means, right? And to say I'm going to have some body augmentation. And it's something else to be a person without means. So see, we've only been talking about the good.
yes.
So let's talk about
The
when
ugly.
butts go wild.
Ooh.
See, what happens when it gets downright ugly? See, now this is a shot that none of us will ever forget. This is Renee Talley.
remember that, yes.
Right? And she has a
Inside
butt implant
out.
in her booty. And it was so messed up. As you could see, she could literally flip it around.
Yeah.
Like, how can you put something foreign in your body that does that?
It's no way. It's
Right?
not that much butt in the world.
But if she's out and just, you know, in Spanx and in a dress or whatever,
It looks-
you know
it
what I
looks
mean?
okay.
You can look at her and say, oh my God, she has like an amazing body and she's got this great booty, and it gives young girls such a false depiction of what beautiful is.
Exactly.
and
And
there's a
that's
consequence.
my
Yeah.
concern.
Yeah.
You know, be beautiful in the skin that you're in.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you want to go and get enhancements, that's fine. No one's
Right.
saying you shouldn't, but it just sends the message like it's okay to alter and lie.
Yeah.
And if you're
Right.
not happy with it, just fix it and pretend that it's
Right.
yours. And that's where I don't agree with the message
Right.
that's being put out.
And
Right.
yeah, these surgeries are very common now, but keep in mind they're still expensive surgeries.
What are they,
they're
like,
still expensive
4,000?
surgeries. That's probably low end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Low
that's
end is about
4,000.
5,000, right? And then
Done
what
right?
happens when you got to go back and fix that?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, did you see her on?
I
She
did.
was on
She was on
Botched.
Botched. So who's accountable? Is it the doctor, or are you accountable?
Well, you know what they did? They basically sent her home and said, go get some counseling and some therapy, because
Yeah.
a lot of times at the root of this is, what do they call it? That body dysmorphia,
Dysmorphia,
disorder,
right.
which is what, the BDD, which is kind of on the cusp of OCD.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Just with the
anytime,
body.
and I think that's what I think you have to really monitor yourself. Anytime you are so consumed and obsessed with something or changing something about yourself.
And that's the
That's
message.
that's
an
It goes
issue.
back
Yes.
to the message.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because I was looking on Instagram and I found this one site and it was like a 28-day challenge. And these girls looked amazing within 28
What
days.
was it, a
Right.
squat challenge?
It was
What
just eating healthy. It was no exercise, just totally eating healthy. The food you put into yourself, the water, just
So, but what was the
simple.
challenge though? It was to do what? To
Just
lose?
to, yes, to lose
Gotcha.
weight and
28
get in a
days.
healthier state. And that's the message I feel like celebrities should put out there
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're going to do it, because she's watching, and maybe she's not, but my guess looking at this is she's seen this. Now
Yes.
she's like, maybe I can do that. Now, clearly, she can't afford what every celebrity has gotten themselves
Right.
into.
Right.
So she goes and gets this done. And now, not only is she dealing with a butt that's flipped inside out, she now has to get therapy that's recommended to her.
Yes.
She's scarred for life.
And she still wants to fix it. She still got to fix that.
No. Did you see?
gotta fix
she
that.
doesn't even have the implants anymore.
Right, but she wants them back.
I didn't see that they
because
took them
no,
out. They
it's,
took them out.
yeah, and
It's a mess.
You could see where the skin had been so stretched.
Yes.
and it's just
A mess.
It's
severe.
going to be
She's
even
disfigured.
more traumatic
Yeah, she's
trying to
disfigured.
get that.
But
situated.
even though she's disfigured and she's in need of some type of something
Right.
to kind of try to put it back to what it was, or in a kind of semi-normal state, they wouldn't operate on her. And I commend those doctors for saying to her, you know what, go get therapy.
Right.
Right.
Go get some psychological counseling
Right.
first.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
come back.
And
More
you know,
doctors should do that.
They
Listen,
should.
They should, but I would be mad as I don't know what if they told me that and that was my situation.
That
I don't
was her-
need no
what-
therapy.
what-
I need you to get your
No, they
scalpel.
got it. It was out. No, it's already out.
No, when she went to them, it wasn't out.
Yes. That's what I'm
Box?
saying. Yes,
Oh,
it
I
was
thought
out.
it was still
no,
in.
no, no, no.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
it's gone.
Okay, but
because what
yeah,
they
I
were
don't wanna
saying
hear
is,
that. I just
no
want you to
matter
fix
what
it.
we do, you're not. It's like
not gonna be
OCD.
happy.
You're not going to be
Yeah,
happy.
right.
Yeah.
It's like,
But well, of course you're not going to be happy after you go from that and get that removed.
I think she would have
That's
been a little bit
mess.
happier. Just a little.
Right.
Just a little. I don't think they were going to do that,
And you know, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, Renee Talley is one of the better stories,
Yeah.
okay? Because hers, she was able to remove it. You know, she was able to fix it or just have a sagging booty.
Right.
But then there are cases when it gets really, really bad. Take a look at this one that's been infected.
oh my God.
Now look at that booty.
Wait a minute. I thought that's not a tattoo on her behind.
Honey, no.
Oh.
That's from one of those pumping parties, right? That's from one of
very
those
popular.
pumping
It's like
parties.
she's got puncture wounds, so they do this.
No, it's
they
that they
make the
go to
incision
doctors.
and
So they don't go to doctors. They have like pumping parties.
In the
Like you
living
have
room.
a jewelry party.
Who's doing the pumping now?
Like
Yeah.
like
People
back
like
alley.
black,
yeah, like $500
Oh,
for
I
an
can't
injection.
look at that.
Right.
Oh, that's
$500 for an
terrible.
injection. So as you can see, her booty got infected.
I don't even
Her
wanna look.
legs got infected. Like she was in excruciating pain for months, right? And then after that, guess what? It kept getting worse and kept getting worse and kept getting worse. And ultimately, by the name, her name is April Brown.
Yes.
Yes.
Spelled APRYLE.
Y-L-E,
Yes.
you know. But April ended up getting her legs and her arms
can't see that.
amputated because the infection set in so bad.
Which
Yes.
goes back
So what
to
is-
you have a responsibility because
Yes.
that is a story gone bad, but she got the idea to do it from somewhere. And
Right.
it wasn't her girlfriend
No.
who, you know,
And that's going to a party paying $500 a shot.
for some
And they're putting
silicone from Home Depot.
right
Oh
in your
my
booty.
goodness.
Yeah.
Right. Can
you
we
buy
see the
silicone
shot
at Home
of
Depot?
April?
Her nail shot.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my
Look at her now.
goodness. Is those her legs and next to her? Lord
Yes.
mercy.
And her arms. You
Yes.
see her arms?
Her legs and her arms
oh,
have
and
been
her arms.
amputated.
Oh
both.
my gosh.
And she said, what's crazy is
Well,
that
good
she
for
said,
her for
but look, she said she started, you know, getting the lubricant and all that stuff added to her booty. Silicone, excuse me,
Okay.
silicone.
That's-
added to
yeah,
her
that's another
booty.
show.
She started getting silicone added. And she said immediately she was in excruciating pain.
was she allergic? Did she have an allergic
But it
reaction?
took
or?
her 2 years
Wow.
to finally go to the doctor and say,
Yeah, that's
I'm in
crazy.
trouble.
So she was okay with the infected booty.
Yeah, she was okay. So she looked good.
So what is the message? If you're gonna get plastic surgery, don't do it at a house party.
I think you need to have just as much therapy prior that people suggest after a case like this goes wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's not just glitz and glamour.
Right.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of things that can go left, and you don't know. You might have an allergic reaction and still
Absolutely.
sit up there and be like she is right now. But you know, it's just you really need to do
Who
your
do you
homework.
think women do the plastic surgery for? Do you think it's because normally
Right.
it's not to attract a man? It's usually it's influenced by what other women are doing, and I think women pay more attention to other women.
Yeah, but I
and
don't
care about what other women.
I don't know
think.
that it's for other women because if you think about okay, Sir Mix-a-Lot, 1992, right? Luke, right? And you think about that era, you think about the video vixen era of girls in bikinis on video sets.
Right.
That's a lot of pressure. If you're just a woman and you're thinking and you're looking at these dudes and all these rappers
That's
are
what
fully
I was gonna
clothed,
say.
right? And all the women are
The
naked.
reaction they get.
Yeah. You know, I could see a young girl sitting at home saying, yeah, how about I
Right.
want to be the hot chick on the
I'm
block.
not that,
How about I
so-
want to look like that when I put on a bikini so that he will notice me.
Right.
Right? I think it starts with self-esteem.
Oh, absolutely.
It starts with self-esteem.
Absolutely. But I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to tweak.
It's nothing wrong with it.
You know, but I think, I think you have to put it in. Oh,
Yeah. Perfect
Pump it
example.
up.
Look at him. Perfect example.
They pumped it up.
Look how the men are dressed in the video.
Right.
And how are the girls dressed? Isn't this where it all started?
It all started. The video vixen.
Well, if I'm
Right.
an artist, then I'm gonna be clothed, and my extras are gonna be scantily clad.
Okay, well, there were male extras and they were clothed too.
Exactly.
So we had a pool party.
Yeah.
Why do you have on shorts, socks,
Right.
sneaks, and a shirt?
Why is that?
Yeah, at a pool
pool
party,
party.
right?
Why is that?
It's like pumps in the bump.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you know that was a mess. Before God. And Damon was at that video shoot.
Shame on you. Fully clothed. Now, why were you fully clothed?
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Homes in the boat. Homes in the boat. Homes in the boat.
That fool's fully clothed.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
But
look at this.
But you know, those pumping parties are, look at that. Now, come on.
Okay.
And this is all women in this video.
All women. Come on now.
Yeah, I think it's a little much. I think,
I think it's a lot too.
I think we have a culture that is way too sexual.
It is.
That's what I think we rely on, selling sex, promoting sex.
Sex sells.
Sex, it does sell.
And
it does sell.
But, my thing is that it can go really, really wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And have you guys heard of the Black Madam?
Yes.
You heard of the Black Madam. So where's our shot of Black Madam? Her name is Paige Victoria Winslow. She's from Philadelphia.
Yes.
42 years old, and she's been arrested now, and she's standing trial because a transgender woman that she gave these butt injections
flew in
to,
from London.
right, almost died.
No, she died.
Oh, she did die.
Yes.
She did die.
Flew
Look
in
at
from
her.
London.
Now look at that heifer.
She
Lord.
injected her with silicone and sealed her up with crazy glue.
You better stop.
How you doing?
Yes. And the girl complained about, and she did it in a hotel room. The girl complained about pains in her chest. Her friend called the ambulance the next day, and she died.
Why is she smiling in the picture though? That's a mugshot.
That's a mugshot.
How you gonna be smiling in a mugshot?
She proud of her pumping party.
somebody?
She proud of it. She proud of it. And see, that's a problem when you want something so bad that you're willing to go black market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we ain't talking about no counterfeit Hermes bag. We ain't talking about no Birkin bag. We talking about your body.
Your body. Listen, it's some urgent cares I won't walk into.
Right.
I'll be darned if I'm going to Motel 6 for plastic surgery.
But too, a lot of people are going to Brazil. They go to South America.
Yes.
Mexico, Tijuana.
Yes.
No.
But it always stems to the cost. It's always a cost
to
factor.
save,
That's
to
why
save.
people go out of the country and go places where they can get it done for less money. It's all about cost.
That's a mess.
Now see,
That's a mess.
now come on now,
Nikki, that's a mess.
Nikki. That
I have a
do you think that's her booty, or do you think that's
I'm
my
at a loss. I don't know what that is. It looks like a pillow.
It's a
looks
mess.
like a pillow,
A little, but I'm confused. Because that to me would be an implant.
I wish
That's
not
what it looks
silicone.
like. That looks
for
like
it to
an
be able
implant.
to
That doesn't
move
look
like
like
that.
that.
That does look
transfer.
like
That looks like an
implant.
Gone real wrong
It's
in that
too
moment.
much. I think it's.
She maybe should just stay away from the chairs. That's all.
Hello.
I feel like she doesn't need a cushion to sit down anywhere and be comfortable.
No.
Right.
No, she doesn't.
Hey.
Cop a squat anywhere. Be very comfortable in doing so.
But did you see the lady that jumped off, tried to commit suicide and jumped off a side of a building, honey, and them implants saved her life.
Yes,
I heard that story.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Saved her life.
So there are some good.
I mean,
There's
Is
pros
that the
and
silver
cons.
lining? Oh my God. Is that the silver lining, really?
is there a silver lining? Where is it? Where is the silver lining?
You know, it's just really crazy. It definitely, it's bizarre to me, just the fact that when you hear a story like this and someone went to a hotel, nothing sterile in a hotel room.
Yeah.
And they're cutting you open,
Right.
injecting you
With something.
with silicone. And 9 times out of 10, she
Right.
had the silicone gun that contractors use when they use
How
Probably.
do you know? You been to one of these parties?
it. No, but I'm a handyman around the house, so I know when I'm using caulk and silicone. I'm not touching no woman's booty, so you might want to see when she get out if you can get a
You just had to seal up a few pipes of your own, April.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
It does start with self, though. I think you have to have a very, very healthy outlook. Now, we all want to change something. Nobody is completely
Absolutely.
okay with
I'd
the
like
way
to
they
change
look.
a few things.
Of course. I mean, I think we all.
I'd like
I think
to
we all
shrink
would.
a bit more.
I want want to shrink. I want to tone. I mean, there's some things that I want to do too. But I think we have to be smart. And I think if we make the decision. If you make the decision to have any type of enhancements or any surgical procedures, you got to do your homework.
Yes,
definitely.
You know, you definitely have to do your homework, and don't go to a hotel.
No, just
and have it done,
or anybody's house,
or
a pumping party,
or a clinic.
Just that.
Do they still do pumping parties?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Let me tell you, Atlanta.
Yes,
the pumping party capital.
$500 per injection. That's crazy.
Now I've even heard they go as far as some strip clubs.
Wow,
they do it in the back.
In the back,
and it's silicone, right? So is that what it is? The injection?
Well, I mean, some people actually use the correct filler for it.
Right.
I don't know the term,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's some people that actually do that. But these little ghetto parties that people are doing and coming up on charges, no, it's
just
nothing.
Think about it. $500 a shot.
That's not even enough for the medicine.
Right. That's not even enough to cover the cost of the filler.
Wow. Well, whose fault is it? Who do we think? We blame celebrities.
It's America's fault. Damn it. It's people like April that was blessed with some good homegrown stuff.
My booty is starting to look like a little mustard seed compared to some of these girls out here. I'm like, what in the world? Where they do that at?
Yeah, it gets to be, but you just got to love yourself. And, and you know,
speaking of love, isn't that what it's about?
Yes, Miss Valentine.
I mean, what would drive you to augment your body? Right? You wanna love yourself more.
Absolutely.
Right?
I love something about yourself more. Not so much of the thought of the love itself, but something about you don't love that you want to enhance.
But see, I think that would be your first clue. If you say to yourself, I need to do this in order to love myself, that's a problem.
But you know,
to maybe like myself, but you know what I mean? To maybe like the way I look a little better, to enhance the way I look. But when I'm doing it to love myself, that's a problem.
But not love yourself. Like, okay, I hate that my chest is very small.
Hate?
I hate that my chest is very small. I'm just giving you a figure.
Okay, got you.
I hate that my chest is small.
Right.
I sure would love to be a full B or C. That's the love I'm talking about. Now, if I'm talking about, I'm not going.
Right.
But there are a lot of people that do it.
I agree.
To like themselves.
I think they do it. And I think when women are contemplating doing anything to their bodies, I don't think anybody thinks they're saying they hate themselves. You know, you don't consciously say, "Oh my God, I hate myself. I hate my body. I've got to do this.
Hate
I've got to
is a
do
strong
that."
word.
Yeah, just think you think.
A lot of people
but you
guilty
think,
of it.
okay, if I do this, I'm gonna look better. I'm gonna look better in my clothes. I'm gonna get me a big old sugar daddy. I want a big old booty on his lap. I ain't gonna have to work no more. I'm gonna be able to just hang out, chill. You know what I mean?
Sit on.
But look, I think
assets.
I think that even if the average woman wants to enhance anything, when she goes to the professional, which is the doctor,
right?
I think they should have they should be more professional about it. Not, okay, that's what you want, this is the price, come back. But really, like when you get married, you have premarital counseling.
Yeah.
I think anything that has to do with plastic surgery, they should definitely spend some time in that area. And if that's too much of their time being occupied, have somebody on staff that does that part of the situation.
But don't you think that maybe that's why this black market stuff came about? It's because maybe doctors were saying, you know what, you don't need to do it.
Not. Do you know how many jobs where the person and the doctor need to get their behind whooped? Because it's like, well, with both of y'all,
you know, women like a good deal now.
I think it's solely about the deal.
That's true.
I think it's about the deal. And if you know that Tracy got it done, and Tracy's okay.
Yeah,
she's one of the great stories, right? And you're like, oh well, Tracy went to Black
you got to do your own work. You got to do your homework. You have to do your due diligence.
Definitely.
Period.
And I think, but you know, there are cases that even when women do, it can still go wrong.
It can still go wrong.
You know, our friend, Tamika Raymond, she almost died.
Oh, yeah.
In Brazil, she almost died.
What was she doing? Booty implants? Do we know?
No, I don't know. I think she was doing
think the stomach
liposuction.
or something.
I think she was doing
Something with her stomach
liposuction or
or
something.
Yeah.
But she had a bad reaction to the anesthesia.
Cosmetic surgery.
Now,
She was getting cosmetic surgery.
why would she, somebody married to, she's married to Usher.
Right.
She has money. Why is
Yeah.
she trying to go overseas? Where was she?
Well, see,
Brazil, wasn't she?
She was in Brazil.
Why is she in Brazil
but she
getting a
didn't
deal?
go to Brazil for the surgery. She was just there on vacation, and it was a spontaneous
and
decision.
decided, well, I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Let me just
that's
do
different.
it. And of course, the doctor was like, "Of course,
Yes.
come right this way."
Now, listen. I don't know about you guys, but that's all red flags. I don't
know.
know
Yeah.
any doctor's office you can roll up in and be like, today,
I
can
know.
you give me some implants right now?
Again,
I'll go wash my hands and you go wash
Well,
yours.
there are different procedures.
But that goes back
different
to
protocol,
and it goes
yeah.
back to celebrity.
Yeah.
Because we all know when people hear celebrity and they see black cards,
Yeah.
a whole new set of doors open up.
Absolutely.
The back room just kind of slides
hello.
open.
Hello.
And they say, "How can we help you?"
Yeah. No. And these doctors need to have a little more integrity, and
Yeah.
they need to be held accountable. I remember one time I went
Definitely.
about my nose.
Yeah. What's wrong with your nose?
I wanted, and this is many moons ago. No, I'm serious. It was many moons ago.
Yeah.
And I said, my nostrils are too big. I want my nose
You
smaller.
wanted to look like Michael Jackson.
Honey,
Yes.
it was
See,
basically
that wasn't nobody but the
Wait,
Lord.
But let me tell you, no, the doctor said to me,
The Lord.
the Lord, working through the doctor,
Absolutely.
said, ain't nothing wrong. You have a beautiful nose.
Yes. And
Please
since you
go
right
home.
on up
Please
out
go
of
home.
it,
Stop
it needs to
wasting
be
my
more like,
time.
what's his name? Do you remember his name? The doctor. We need to give him a shout out
do
right
not.
now.
I think it was Dr. Leaf.
Dr. Leaf, there
Bless
needs to be
your
more
heart.
like you.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
Can you imagine? I have
Yes.
been walking around looking like LaToya.
Yes.
No,
Couldn't
Michael.
breathe. Had
Sound like a mouse.
mouth.
Well, we have covered the gamut,
have.
right? We
Yes.
talked about the good, the bad, the ugly. Why
Yes.
don't we just spend a moment kind of celebrating some beautiful women that
Yes.
are all homegrown booties.
Give me a glass.
That take
Let's
very
be
good care
celebrating.
of them, right?
Yes.
Homegrown.
Beyonce.
Now look, her
Grammy performance, Drunken Love.
and her booty looks small.
Love it.
How
It's
funny
small,
is that?
right?
It's smaller.
Because she's fit, but
Yes.
but she's a lot thinner now than she
Yes.
was when she did the video.
Yeah,
Bootylicious.
she's still eating cornbread and fried
Right,
chicken.
she was still eating
Delicious.
Popeyes, right? Now she's vegan.
She's vegan.
She's
Yes.
vegan now.
She's vegan now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
They did
vegan.
that 21-day challenge and
Yeah.
continued on
now
with
she's
it.
vegan. But look at her. Look how amazing she still looks.
Yeah, she looks good.
like she looks amazing.
I think so.
Damon, well, I'm not listening to you.
Look
And what about the infamous
she's a goddess.
black cat suit?
She's a goddess.
I mean, damn, Serena, don't
I'm
hurt
just
her.
saying, right.
Serena.
Who wears a cat suit playing tennis?
And that's
Only
what
her.
Serena, you would look at there was a picture of Serena on, and I actually put it on my Instagram. I like strictly, I'm all about the
Strictly Dick.
Strictly Dick. I don't want to say it, but yes, thank you, April.
Sorry.
But there was a picture of her. I was like, damn.
But the thing about her
I think she
body,
is beautiful.
she is beautiful, and she's
That
an
body is
athlete.
ridiculous.
Because, but see, this is how you know that that's a real booty. Because look at her arms.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her thighs.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her quad muscles. Like this chick is fit.
Yes,
she is an extraordinary
let's go back
It's
a
a
shape.
real booty.
It's
Look
an
at her
extraordinary shape.
thighs.
Right.
It
What-
all
like,
goes
no
together.
fat.
We can't have
No
straws
fat.
for
Right.
thighs and then have watermelons for butts.
And now, not to be left out. And y'all know I ain't got no booty. But if you catch me on the right angle, look at your girl. Bam. Bam. What you think, baby?
Baby got
Back to back that thing up.
Baby got back.
See, that's the right angle.
The right angle.
Right? That's a nice little pair of
all
spanks
about-
on.
all about
you
the
definitely
angle.
have
That's a nice little pair of spanks on.
Yeah,
It was
but
all
even
right.
without the Spanx, I think you can serve them on it a good day. Yes,
Ah,
yeah.
thank you, AJ.
Yeah, I don't think it's the angle. I think
I got a little something.
Yeah,
You got a little
I got
something.
a
You got
little bit of something.
I think
But
any
you
of us
know,
little bit of
I think
something.
we just have to find, acceptance in who we are and what we have and what we don't
Yeah.
have, and love ourselves
do.
in spite of. And to me, there's nothing more beautiful and nothing more attractive in a woman than confidence.
confidence.
I agree, but I
love
will tell you, y'all know our girlfriend Treva
Yes.
will give somebody
Oh,
a
you
low
got-
self-esteem.
Let me tell you,
Treva's booty Look at that booty.
Not your average
Baby,
church
that
chick.
is homegrown right there.
That thing need to beep when she backs up. I'm serious.
Listen, she should have had another dress just on that part of her
Right.
ass.
Look, that is homegrown. She ain't sticking it out. She ain't got no arch in
And
her
I
back.
will say, you probably can sense something
probably
on
can.
Treva's
Yeah.
Now, see,
You know, and
Treva
listen.
will give you a real bad complex about
Yes,
yourself.
yes, yes, yes.
Whatever confidence you had when you get in the room with
I
Treva,
remember
it's gone.
seeing her that
That's a
day.
whole lot of
We were
booty.
at a function together, and you know, I thought I was cute. I had my little short dress, my little boots. I was like, yes, she came in. I was like, who told you to come in here with that dress on? I was like, you could have waited till I left. I was like, why you gonna come in here?
And this is why we do surgery. You see?
No, but you
Right.
embrace it.
Yes.
Well, we are wrapping up.
Yes.
Our baby got backs, and I think this was a good show.
Yes,
It was our first show.
Yes.
Can we do a toast to our
Cheers.
certainly
Yes.
show? Yes.
Yes.
To our first
Yes,
show, and
ladies.
more.
First show.
Yes.
Thank you
Just
all for
saying.
tuning in. I hope you will join us all next week. Remember, feel good about yourself. Embrace your booty. If you're going to get enhancement, do it the right way.
Yes.
We love you to death. See you next week.
Oh, shout out Sheree Fletcher. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, I am April Daniels, and I am also on Instagram and Twitter under the same handle.
And I'm Diann Valentine. Same handle across all platforms.
And we will see you next week.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.